War Drum Bat Rips, the sounds of war.
Welcome to War Drum Bat Rips. Today we have Duncan using the Tau. Myself, I'm using my nids because I like my nids. Duncan's never used Tau before.
I haven't used them in the new update. I used them a few times before their 9th edition came out.
Give them a little bit of another crash course, getting them good with them. We'll see how it works out. It's 1500 points, Tempest of War. Yeah, we'll see you for the lists and we'll see you for the battlefield in a minute.
Should be fun.
Hi guys, if you look at the links below, it'd be really cool because there are some affiliate links, which are people who we work with and we get money back if you spend money at the shops. We have our sponsors, which are March of War and GameMat.eu. They provide us scenery and mats, and there's also a code for GameMat.eu that you use War Drum 10 at checkout, you get 10% off, which is brilliant and it's very kind of them. There is also a link to our Patreon. And our Patreon helps us grow as a channel. It gives us more money to spend on armies, it gives us more money to allow me to do editing and stuff more full time. If you would consider going to sponsor that, that would be really, really cool. Yeah, so if you check out all those links below, that would be superb. Thank you very much, and we'll see you for the battle report in a minute. Today we have 1500 points of Hive Fleet Leviathan. We have in the HQ slots, we have a Trigon Prime and a winged Hive Tyrant with Venom Cannon. We've got in the troops, we have 3 squads of 3 warriors. And in the heavy support, we've got 2 heavy Venom Cannon Carnifexes and 1 Stone Crusher Carnifex, 1 Scythe Tyranids, and in the elite slot there we've got a Horuspex with Dermic Symbiosis for its adaptive physiology. And that is 1500 points of Hive Fleet Leviathan.
Right, so here we've got roughly 1500 points of Tau with the Sea'ca Sept, I believe I'm saying that correctly. Spearhead detachment, so nothing too fancy, with Commander in the back with Through Boldness for Victory as its Warlord trait, Ghost Keel, Riptide, couple of Piranhas, bunch of Hammerheads for some wanton shenanigans, Stealth Suits and Pathfinders, and some Strike Squad for general purpose nonsense, and other than that, should be fun.
So today we have got, for deployment, we have got one of these bad boys. For the mission, we have got Vital Grounds. No Man's Land will be important. And Killing Things. And then we have got Vox Static, meaning that the reroll stratagem is 2 CP instead of 1. So that's today's mission. Let's get to the deployment. For today's deployment, we have this. We have the Tyranids all nicely lined up. You may notice there is no Hive Tyrant and there is no Trigon Prime. They are both in Death from Above and Death from Below. We have a nice little cluster of Hammerheads in their natural habitat. And that's the deployment for the Tau. If you look at the nice sandbag scenery there, that is from our sponsors at March of War, as is the pillbox.
Currently being used by these other folk.
Yes. And the mat today is brought to you by GameMat.eu. If you check the links down below, you'll find their links and a discount code for GameMat.eu. We'll get to the roll-off. Time for the roll-off. Let's see who gets to go first. This will be costly one way or another.
Well, shit.
Ah well, is what it is. Me first. I don't think it's going to make a difference.
I don't think I've ever gone first in one of these games.
There'll be one day. They did that one in the Ultramarines. My cards for turn 1 are as follows. Overwhelming Firepower. Meh. Blood and Guts. And no prisoners. Well, they're not spectacularly good for the start of the turn. I'm going to bin Overwhelming Firepower for a CP and draw another one because I don't think I'd get that done this turn anyway. No Prisoners is a nice one to keep for long term. No Retreat, no Surrender. I could actually... Yeah, that should be alright. Yeah. So it's not bad for turn 1. We should mention as well, before we start my turn, those Pathfinders made a pre-game move up a little bit further because they want to get closer to the bugs for some reason. But yeah. So we'll see you after my turn 1 movement. So after movement, the nids look a little bit like this. The Scythe Tyranids has plobbled up the field and is getting in range to fire off its gun and do some charging. Horospex has shuffled up a little bit. Those warriors moved up and advanced, and I should mention that in the command phase they did Goaded to Slaughter for their Synaptic Imperative, so anything within 6 gets exploding 6s. The Stone Crusher has moved up. The Carnifex has moved up as far as I needed them to, and that's it for movement. Forgot to mention in the list building phase that the Scythe Tyranids actually has adaptive physiology. It has a synaptic enhancement, so it counts as a synapse unit. So the start of what promises to be an incredibly short shooting phase for me. I am going to use my Bios Acid Spray at those squads of Pathfinders over there. So it's 3d6 shots for 11 shots. So 11 automatic hits. So I'll get some dice for that and roll them up in a second. So here we go, rolling 11. Ugh.
Strength 6.
Strength 6.
On 2s even.
On 2s. For all of them.
Yay.
-2.
Down to -1 because they're behind cover.
Yes.
Looking on cover. Looking for 6s. Need to roll at least 2 6s or the entire squad's dead. Squad's not dead.
Cool. Yet. Tyranid Warriors. Going to try and finish off that last remaining Pathfinder. Taking away the Markerlight ability.
They advance so -1 to hit.
They advance so -1. So hitting on 4s. For quite a lot of them. And these are strength 5, so wounded on 3s. For 5 at -2.
Okay, so I need to roll 5 6s.
Yes.
Would you look at that? That's not a 6.
The Carnifexes are going to shoot their shots at the Ghost Kill. So these are 3 shots apiece. I'm going to roll them together. These are hitting on 4s. For 3 6s. These are strength lots. So that's 3 at strength 9. Toughness 7.
Oh.
So wounded on...
No, wait, you rolled 6s, never mind.
So
Not hit on it.
fair. Wounded on 3s. For 2 of.
Sure.
I will CP 1. So for 3 of at -3. And Duncan's going to put some onto the drones.
Put as many as I can onto the drones, but they're the same unit, so if any spill over, they go through.
Okay.
So you hit wounding on...
Wound 3 of 3 wounds.
3 wounds, okay. So my AP -3, was it?
Yeah.
Cool. No saves on the drones.
Okay, so 2 drones go.
2 drones
Kaput.
go. Still get the 1 save.
One check.
1 save on him.
Yep.
I get it.
And he saves on a 6. So no damage to the Ghost Kill, but the drones are gone. After what my incredibly short shooting phase, I am going to charge the ghost suit, the stealth suits, and I need about a 7 to get in here.
Going to attempt to overwatch.
Okie dokie, Overwatch coming in.
Right, overwatching on 6s with 3 burst cannons for many shootings. For
Not many 6s.
2.
Cool.
Toughness 8, strength 5 on 5s for neither.
Cool.
How about 4?
See if I can get in. I get in on a 7. Rawr. We'll be back for the combat. Right, so the Scythe Tyranids coming in with 6 attacks, -1 because it's hitting stealth suits, because apparently they're mildly invisible. So we're going to go hitting on 4s here for these 6 attacks. Let's hope for some good ones. We get 2. Not great.
It's going to be enough.
Not enough to kill all of them. I will CP one of them and try and get another one. Nope. That's me down to 10 CP. We are going for these at strength 10, so these will be 2s. For neither.
Oh,
Neither.
snake eyes.
Indeed, that is not good. That is not good at all.
Quite painful indeed.
So the punch is back.
You can't call them punches back. They're bapping you with their guns.
They've got fists. They are bapping with their guns. So bat backs with guns.
On 5s. For 2.
And straight toughness 8, so...
On 6s. We got 1.
Got more than I did. I save it.
Didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, fair. So we are tied in combat. So endeth my turn. I will check my cards in a moment. So my cards, I got 10 points on no prisoners because I killed 10 models. I didn't get anything in blood and guts because the side hero duel kind of like messed up. I started no retreat, no surrender because nothing in my army actually moved off an objective. And nothing that was in range of an objective marker moved away from it. So yeah, that could possibly be, and nothing's fallen back, and hopefully nothing will have to fall back next turn. So yeah, it should be pretty good for going into turn 2. We'll be back for Tau turn 1.
Kiro, start of turn 1 for the Tau. Get to do my cards. First of all, we've got Assassination. Do you have any characters on field?
Not currently.
No, ditching that one. No prisoners. Alright then. That'll look fucking tricky. Okay. I have to keep that one. Area denial. Okay. That's doable. Just have to keep you out of range of the church.
Mm.
Get rid of assassination.
CP for that.
Extend battle lines. Okay.
Control 1 in your own deployment and 1 in no man's land, which you are
do
already
that.
currently do. Cool, we'll be back after turn 1 movement for the Tau.
So, start my first command phase, starts my first turn. Philosophies of War come in. They technically came in last turn, but they didn't really affect anything. For turn 1 and 2, I'm in Montcad, just because I have to be. And then my Ghost Keel would do something for command phase, but there's no drone units within 6 of him, so he cannot. And my commander would do something for his command phase, except there's no other crisis units on the field, so I suppose we're just going with this straight.
Cool, we'll be back after movement. So after movement, the Tau have fallen back from the fight with the side hero duel. I mean, I don't blame them. Commander has popped out from his cover to go and fight. The Piranhas have flown forward to try and take out those warriors. The Riptide has repositioned, and the Ghost Keel has scuttled forward a little bit as well. So we will come to you with turn 1 shooting. So in the command phase, we've got to mention that the commander here was sitting next to them, so he's put
Put his warlord trait onto there.
one onto there.
Yep. Through Boldness Victory gives him auto wounding on 6s.
Auto wounding on 6s on the Hammerhead, because they need that.
Yes, they do. So, starting off shooting with said Hammerhead, going everything straight in there.
Cannot blame you.
Starting with the big boy right here. He's so beautiful.
Indeed.
Looking for a 4. Looking for a CP reroll, I believe.
No, auto rerolls.
Oh, yes, it does. There's one, I forgot about that.
It still fails.
Yeah, it's a shit. Guns there.
Yep. Pulse carbines.
Yeah, pulse carbines from the drones.
On 5s.
For 1.
And that'll be on a 5 as well. Cause it's...
Auto wounds.
Oh, auto wounds on 6. Yep. Cool. So I have a save on that. I save it, I believe. As they've not updated Big Monsters in Forge World yet to have 2-up save, it does indeed take a wound.
Nothing impressive. Second verse, same as first. Second Hammerhead, everything going in there. Drones can still shoot, it's still the closest enemy unit.
Yep.
Looking for a railgun.
Nope.
Reroll of 1. Come on, the same roll again.
1 out of 3 again? Oh dear. Both the Hammerheads fail to hit their target.
That's fucking stupid.
Ah, dear.
Scarbines on 5s for
2?
2, yeah. Both on 5s.
1 auto wound. Oh no, that's
No,
not got
that
that now.
was on the alarm.
Right, cool. Just the 1.
No AP.
No FP. I save it this time.
G. And last Hammerhead might as well.
Same target.
Same target, same shtick.
Cool.
Overcharging.
Excellent.
Iron cannon for 3d3 shots. For 5.
Yep. 5 shots.
4s. Mortal wounding itself on 1s. For
3 hits.
3. Strength 8.
Toughness 8, so it's 4s.
4s.
That's cocked.
For 3.
At minus
2.
minus 2. So I am on 5 ups. It was 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, 3.
On 5 ups. I save 1.
Cool. Save 1, 6 damage into going through.
Cool. Up to 7 wounds taken. Which could be a lot worse.
Its carbines substantially better. For 3.
Yep.
5s. For 2.
2.
No AP.
3 ups. Save both.
Yeah. Right. Next up, boss man plugging absolutely everything in there.
Seems fair.
Starting with his 3 fusion blasters.
Yep.
This may seem excessive, but it's not. On 2s. That's CP reroll costs 2, so 2 CP for that reroll.
Yep.
There we are.
Yep.
3, strength 8,
Toughness.
4s.
Yep. So 4s.
Just
1. Minus.
I believe fusions are minus 4.
Yep. No save on that.
Save. I am within half range, so d6 plus 2. For
8.
Then
3 wounds remaining on the side Tyranids.
Yep. Then some resonance warheads going in for 3 shots on 2s. For all 3.
Yep.
Strength is 8 again, so on 4s. For 2
2
of
of.
minus 2.
Cool.
So assuming he's not an infantry beast or chemical, right? No, he's a monster, isn't he?
Save both.
Damn. Right. They fell back, they can't do anything. I can't shift that bloody thing without using any of my piranhas for it. Strike team, 10 members going in there. All in rapid range of 4s for 20 shots. 7, 8. That looks it.
8. 8 hits.
On 5s.
On 5s.
For 4 of.
4 of.
AP. AP minus 1 rather, I was thinking of all pulse rifles.
So these are 4 at 4 ups. I save 1. That's enough to kill it.
Woo.
I think I will CP 1 to try and keep it alive on 1. I CP, so it's alive on 1.
Damn. That's unfortunate. Right, I want that thing dead, but I don't want to use my piranhas for it. I want to save them for the warriors, so I'm going to do my Riptide next. Both of his plasma rifles going in there.
And where's his big gun going?
Big gun, I'm probably going to chuck it. How many wounds do those Carnifexes have?
They have 8 wounds
8
apiece.
each?
Yep.
Okay. You'll be able to see them. Yeah, probably chuck it to that one.
Stone Crusher.
Leave
Cool.
it to there.
Excellent.
Cool. Plasma rifles first.
Plasma rifles.
2 shots on 4s.
2 shots on 4s.
1 of.
1 of.
On 4s. Got it.
Got it.
AP minus 4.
I have no save it. AP minus 4.
3 damage kills it.
Excellent. So the Scythe dies. Does he death throw? He does not death throw. He goes out with a whimper, not a bang.
Fantastic idea. And then the Riptide's next gun's going into the Stone Crusher, is it?
Yep, Stone Crusher
6
Carnifex.
shots on 4s. Away. 1's mortal wound himself.
2 mortal wounds. And 4 hits.
4 hits. Strength 8.
Toughness not 8.
3s. Wow.
For 1.
1 minus 3.
Minus 3. He's got 3 up save, so on a 6 up he saves. He does not save.
4 damage.
He takes 4 damage. He's at half wounds.
Really wants to do me with that. I'm going to do the Ghost Keel next, finish up this side of the battlefield. Both of his fusion blasters, openly plugging that guy in the face. And because they're a separate unit, I'll just toss it to the one that's further out.
Cool. The Raker going into the one that's on the left.
Yep. So 2 fusion blasters first.
Okay.
Is that right? Yes, I do. Don't drop the dice. For both shots.
Both hits.
On 3s again. Both wound.
Both wounds.
-4.
-4. No save.
Not within half range, so just d6s. That just barely kills him.
Just barely kills him. So he dies. And he's not in range to death throw. And now the Raker.
I am probably going to overcharge this one.
Fair.
Also got 8 wounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Overcharging. 6 shots and 4s. No mortal wounds, but only 1 bloody wound. Toughness.
7.
7 on 3s. Got it.
Get it.
-3. -2 even.
It's got 2 up saves, so 4. And I get it on a 4.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fair dues.
Each one of them's got 1 fusion blaster and their drones. Should I go for drones first?
It's whatever you want, mate.
Nah, fusion blasters first. No fun.
Cool.
On 4s. 4. 1 off.
1 of.
Toughness.
Wounding on a 4, because it's
Yeah.
transhuman, basically. Doesn't happen on a 1.
I've CP'd this time.
You have CP'd already.
Each of them gets 8 shots with their drones. There's 2 of them.
Yep.
So
16.
16
16 on 4s.
Yep.
Yeah. Why not?
Not too, that's a lot of hits.
That is a lot of hits. They are toughness 5.
This is for 10 hits. Nice.
They are toughness 5.
That's 5, strength 5, so on 4s.
Yeah.
Yummy.
For slightly less.
Slightly less for 2.
2. Can live with 2.
AP on pulse, carbines is 0.
So save 1, we take a wound. Just the 1 wound. That concludes the end of the Tau shooting phase. There are no charges, so we will check the cards and get back to you in a minute.
No real morale to make either.
No.
Sure, so for cards, we got extend battle lines. I do control those ones, so I go with that.
One in there and the one over there.
And that one home.
Yep.
No prisoners I've started. I'm probably going to ditch it because I don't. I'd have to table you to get that one.
Yeah.
It'll take too bloody long. Area denial certainly possible, but warriors are annoying enough to shift as is.
Yeah.
And you can just move up everything else, so I'm going to ditch that one as well.
Okay. So that'll give Duncan a queen sweep at the start of his next turn. We'll be back for Tyranids turn 2. So I scored no retreat, no surrender at the end of my opponent's next turn because nothing fell back, nothing failed a morale test, and nothing started to move in range of an objective marker that failed, so I scored that. I also get 7 victory points for the main objective on turn 2 because I control 1 in my deployment zone and 1 in no man's land. I control the 1 over there in my deployment zone, and I control the 1 in no man's land there because I have 3 to 2 and I'm also obsec. So yeah, so I have 12 victory points to Duncan's 5 as it currently stands. I should be able to do blood and guts and no prisoners this turn, but we'll wait and see. So I get 1, which is assassination, which is kill an enemy character, which makes Duncan's commander priority target number 1, but probably not. We'll be back after my turn 2 movement. To recap my turn 1 movement, I moved my horror specs up, my warriors out of the way so the horror specs could get up. The other warriors have stayed still. My carnifexes have moved up to go and try and engage that ghost kill. I'm going to ignore the Riptide for just now.
No, you're not.
No. Well, I won't in a minute. Yeah, so I suddenly have a Hive Tyrant, so I have a Psyker on field now. And if over in that back corner there's a Trigon Prime, who will not be ignoring the Riptide. So we'll be back for my Psychic. The Hive Tyrant is going to cast Psychic Scream and Smite at the Piranhas, because he wants to. I like Psychic Scream. It's basically just like another Smite, but it doesn't upgrade, like going up for casting it more. You can't cast it more, but if you could, it doesn't. So, on a 5, get it. So it's D3 mortals for 3 mortals.
Sure.
From that Psychic Scream. And then we've got Smite. Smite fails, but because of my Warlord trait, once per battle round I can reroll a hit, a wound, a Psychic test. So I'm going to reroll. I'm going to reroll my Psychic test with that. Getting it on a 6. So we go for another D3 mortals for 1. So putting 4 wounds onto them before we've even started shooting, which I'm happy with. We'll be back. We'll be back for the shooting. As mentioned, in the command phase, I did go to slaughter again on the warrior, so anything within 6 of them get exploding 6s. So he is re-rolling 1s, and he's going to slaughter, so 6s explode. Good fun. Start the shooting phase. Starting my shooting phase, I'm going to start with the Carnifexes, putting both their heavy venom cannons into the Ghost Keel. Hopefully getting more shots than we got last time. So we're just going to roll both of them at once. Hitting on 4s, even less than last time, so we went 2 through. These are wounding on 3s because they're strength 9. For both of them at -3.
-3, 6 up save.
Cool.
Another.
It's 4 damage each.
That doesn't dome him yet, he has 4 left.
Cool. And thank you, Wood. We'll sort him out in the charge phase. My warriors now are going to shoot their shots into the piranhas. Hitting on 3s with 9 shots. Failing 4 of. These are strength 5, they are toughness.
Piranha's toughness, I believe, is 6? Yes.
So on 5s. For none.
None? Ooh.
None. Which is fine. So my other warriors sitting back here are also going to take their pot shots at the piranhas.
Yes.
Hitting on 3s. Only failing 2 this time, which is handy. Let's see if we can get some 5s. For 2 5s.
2 5s.
2 5s. Minus.
What's the app?
So -2. So these are at 6 ups.
Yep. Time to fail them. Would you look at that? Actually, so
You fail 1, fair enough.
Damage.
So 1 damage. It's just another wound on it, which is fine. Puts one up, taking 5. Cool. Well mentioned the fact that the Hive Tyrant didn't actually start on the command phase, so there is no command phase ability this time, so he doesn't get reroll 1s, so he'll just be hitting normally. Okay? Okay. Power specs with 1 shot, hitting on 3. Oh, would you look at that, it's 2. That reroll 1 wouldn't have mattered anyway. So, yeah, cool. He misses. I'm not going to CP it because that'd just be silly. Leaves the boss man here with his heavy venom cannon. So the Hive Tyrant's 3 shots coming in, hitting on 2s because he's wonderful. They all hit. These are strength 9, so wounding on 3s for 1 of.
1 of.
Spectacularo. I will CP one of those because I would like one of them. I would like.
2 CP.
Yes, I will. I remember. For 2.
2.
It was worth the 2 CP.
Woo.
So that's 2 saves at -3 on the piranhas.
-3, no save.
No save. So 8 damage in total. So 4 to 1 kills that one, and then 4 to the other one.
Drop your drones.
Excellent. Good shooting, sir. Good shooting. So he's got his bio thing. Bioelectric pulse with containment spines. Hitting on 3s. Going to the Riptides. For 5. And these would be wounding on 5s as well because it's strength 5. Toughness of the Riptide is more than 5.
7.
For 2 of at -2.
2 of -2 takes up to a 4 up save. Saves both.
Saves both. Fantastic. Thus concludes my shooting, so I'm going to go to my charge phase. So both my Carnifexes I've measured, they need 6 inches. So the first one gets 7.
Don't think I'm charging this one. No.
Are you overwatching this
Not
one?
with that
Not with that one? Right, so he is in there. Rar. And then another one, he fails. So the horror specs needs about a 2. He gets a 7. Do you want to overwatch there? Or you want to save it for the Trigon?
Yeah, he's gonna die if I don't, but I might want to save it for the Trigon, yeah.
He's going to die anyway, to be fair.
Yeah.
Rar. He is in. The Hive Tyrant is going to try. He's 9 inches away. I'm going to try and get him to run up and do stuff. Because it gets him closer, basically. He fails. So we are charging the Trigon in. Duncan is overwatching with his Riptides.
Going with everything, starting with the plasma rifles on 6s, never mind. Then I on accelerator, overcharging because woohoo.
Yes, indeed.
6s.
It's a reason to do everything.
Got 1.
1 6.
No 1s. For strength 8, toughness.
It's toughness 7, but because of Leviathan, it's a 4.
Normally 3 on 4s. For that, got it. For -3.
-3. It will be a 5-up save. No.
That's 4 damage.
4 damage. It takes 4. Cool. I will attempt to go in.
Looking for a 9.
Looking for a 9.
Nope.
Getting a not. A 9. So thus concludes the charge phase. Checked. It had a 3-up save. Not that it was relevant. It would have been 6-ups, not a 5-up. It still failed. So it still took the 4 wins. I am starting my combat phase over here. I'm going to start with the Carnifex so there's no interruptions. So the Carnifex gets 1 to its attacks because it charged in. So 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. Failing 2. 2 going through. Actually gets 6 attacks because of Scythe and Talon, making 4 hits. These are strength 6, it's toughness 7, so it will be 5s. For 1 of.
1 of.
-3.
-3 to 6 up. Got it.
Of course you get it. Of course you get it. Fair. Now the attacks onto the Piranha. After some debate, I'm going to go with the 5 big attacks instead of the 15 little attacks. Mainly, I mean, it's probably mathematically probably more sound to go for the bigger one to give myself more chance of hitting, but I like the shoveling claws. So I am going to smack it with shoveling claws, hitting on 3s. They all hit. These will be wounded on 2s. Because, yeah, strength 14. It fails 2, but 3 go through.
No save.
No save. So it takes a minimum of 9 damage.
You summarily nuke it.
It basically takes more than its wounds and its I'm going to roll them anyway, just for reasons. Yeah, it takes more damage.
Yeah,
It takes.
that's a lot more.
It's like 3, 5, 6, 15 damage.
That would kill the squad.
It's a very dead Piranha.
Explosion. No.
He does not explode.
Right, Ghost Kill. He's top wound brackets of 3 attacks. Looking for 5s. For
2 of.
2, Jesus.
Toughness 7.
Strength is enough to make it on. Yeah, enough to make it on 4s. For neither. Doesn't matter.
Cool. Doesn't matter, but it's added in.
Yes.
And thus concludes my turn, and I shall check my cards in a moment. So my no prisoners tally goes up by 2, and I get a tally on my blood and guts. So I only need 1 more tally on my blood and guts, and I only need 3 more on my no prisoners to score both of those. Assassination, it is possible, but I feel like his commander is going to fly forward and try and engage my dudes. Maybe keep that, I don't know. I think I will keep it, and we'll see what happens going into my turn 3. So we'll be back for Tau turn 2. At the start of Duncan's turn 2, on Vital Ground he scores 3 for controlling his own, 4 for controlling one of the ones in No Man's Land, and that is it. And yeah, so we shall get to his cards.
Let's do it. First one, tempting target. Yeah, okay, go ahead and pick one.
One under my horror specs?
Thanks. That's exactly what I wanted.
Well, I wasn't going to give you either of the 2 that you already control, that would be silly.
Please?
No.
Oh.
Blood and Guts! No, that's a CP straight
I'm not
there.
even saying that one. No, not happening. Hold the line? Oh, okay.
Choose your opponent's next turn if I'm not within range of your deployment zone.
I can do that.
Yep. And one more.
One that's not Blood and Guts.
Secure No Man's Land.
Fair enough.
Which you already do, because it's control 2 or more.
I like these cards.
Yeah, they've been friendly. They've been fairly friendly to you. Anyway, we'll be back after the Tau turn 2 movement. Should add in that we have been tracking this, we just haven't added into the overall total. So at the start of Tau turn 2, we're both on 14 victory points each, because we both destroyed 2 units from each other's armies. So yeah.
Phase for start turn 2, just so I remember it. Commander's going to pop his auto wounding on 6s onto the warriors, give them something other to do other than just holding an objective.
Excellent.
Help them out a wee bit.
back after movement.
Turn 2 movement's done. Shifted my hammerheads up to create a wall of steel and gun. They didn't move anywhere, they're fine. Stealth suits are in the middle of a hammerhead huddle right now, just for some cuddling purposes. Shifted my Riptide along, consolidate on that objective a wee bit more, and prepping a gun line should be fun.
Excellent. We'll be back for turn 1 shooting.
Turn
Turn
two
2 shooting.
Commander's chucking everything he's got into the Hive Tyrant, see if I can't shift the bastard. 3 shots on 2s with the fusion blasters to start off with. For it's 2 off.
Yeah.
On 4s because of the Leviathan. For 1.
Wound.
-4.
-4, it is a 4-up invul, because it is a Hive Tyrant. It saves.
Yeah, it is a bugger.
Yes.
Alright, Resonance War has next. 3 hits.
Yes.
Same strength, so on 4s. Got 1 of at -2.
4 up either way. Takes it.
Cool, 2 damage.
Cool. Loves it.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
So next up, gonna pop the warriors here into your warriors over there. 20 shots, looking for 4s. Auto wounding on 6s, I'll just do them over here.
Yeah.
Some space. Right. 4 wounds.
Auto wounds.
And then on 4s. Those ones. Then strength 5, toughness
5.
4s. That's many.
9.
6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, -1.
9 -1. 4 up save becomes a 5 up save because of the -1. Six 3.
3 of, 3 damage.
4 of. So yeah, kills 1 and puts 1 on 2 wounds.
Popping first hammerhead, everything into the higher spec, see if I can't shift the bastard. Okay. Yeah, railgun first. 1 shot on 4s.
Reroll.
Yeah.
No, hammerhead auto reroll.
Is it auto reroll or just reroll once?
No, hammerhead's auto reroll.
For nothing. Looking for 4s. That's even worse.
You have not had luck with your hammerheads.
I rarely do.
Fair.
Then, to these fellas, guns are all in range for the pulse carbines, so I'm just going to chuck them in just here.
Okay.
No drop dice. For 5s. How is it my drones can hit better than my hammerheads?
Apparently they're just really good drones.
5 ups. Got 1.
1.
-0.
Saves.
Damn.
Next hammerhead?
Yeah, next hammerhead going everything forward except the drones, which have to go in there for the closest enemy unit.
Okay.
So, railgun drones.
Okay.
Railgun, please don't fail me.
Yeah.
Better. Then on 4s.
Saves.
Yeah.
It was.
There we are. No invuln save can be taken for that.
0.
So AP -6
Yeah, that ought to save. I'm honestly shocked.
for
10.
7 damage plus 3 mortal
10.
wounds for 10. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. He has 2 wounds remaining.
Fair enough.
Miscalculation. He's actually toast.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah. And that's why hammerheads are silly.
Poor fella. Drone's going into him.
Okay.
For 2 of. 5s again.
Yeah. For
No.
neither.
You
So 2. Excellent.
And last hammerhead, plugging its ion accelerator into your lovely little hammer specs while the drones are closer to the warriors, so they're going in there.
Seems fair.
Going with, here it is, overcharging because yay for 3d3 shots for 5.
Yep.
I love that consistency. For 4s, mortal wounding on 1s, none of them.
2.
2 of strength 8.
Strength 8, so it's 4s either way, because, yeah.
Of course, neither.
Neither.
Damn. And then the drones going into your warriors on 5s. For 3. Let's take these 3.
Seems sir.
Looking for 4s.
Yeah.
For...
That's cocked.
Okay. 1 off.
Still 1 off. 4 up save. No save, so another one takes the win, so it kills off another one. Kills off that other one there.
Plugging the Riptide into this lovely lad with everything he's got. We're starting with plasma rifles on 4s. Away. For 1 off.
When they go on a charge.
Yes.
Which ones?
Which wounds? AP is -4.
I have no save.
No save for 3 damage.
Cool. The 7.
And Leslie got an accelerator from there to there. Got 6 shots, looking for 4s again. I was supercharging that, so just 1. And also it takes another wound.
It's excellent, it's done 3 damage to itself.
Yes. Then on 4s, for a wound, AP -3.
AP -3, so it is a 6 up save. I save it.
Fine. Fair enough. And lastly, the Ghost Keel shooting into melee because battlesuits can do that.
Yes, they can.
Starting him off with the... Should I do the Fusion Blasters? Yeah, it's the Fusion Blasters.
Yep.
You got 2 of the little effects. Shooting on -1 into combat, taking 4 wounds, so 1 5s. Neither.
Cool.
Then the Ion Raker. Should I overcharge that? How many wounds has that got left? 6?
You got 4 ones left on it.
4 wounds left on it. 7? Yeah, let's not supercharge it.
You sure?
It's 2 damage. I have to kill it with 2 either way.
I'm aware.
Back off. 5s. That's 1 off. No mortals. Then 4s. Got it. -2.
-2, so 4 up. Take it.
2 damage.
Excellent.
I believe that's my shooting concluded.
Excellent.
Turns out shooting's not quite finished. The stealth suits have not gone yet, and 2 of them can see the higher specs, so might as well.
Yeah.
Starting on 4s. For quite a lot.
Neat.
Surprising amount. This many. Strength 5.
5, so it'll be a tough save.
5. I remembered I'm in 1 cast, so I get to reroll wound rolls of 1 for the closest thing.
Yes.
Should have been doing that more often.
2.
2 of AP nil.
No. I roll 2 1s. So I take 2 ones.
Bank!
First wins it's taken.
First one to take it from the stealth suits.
That concludes the shooting phase.
Yes, that does conclude.
So we've got protracted combat here, which means I get to go first. So 5 smacks into the Ghost Keel.
Yes.
Hitting on 3s for 4 of. Hitting a wounded on 5s.
Strength 6?
Strength 6, yeah.
Right then.
For 3 of.
3 of.
At -3.
-3 to 6 up save. Get back at you. For all the way through.
Cool, 9 damage.
9 damage, that kills it.
Excellent.
Explosion check.
He does not explode.
Bagger.
Excellent. Goodbye. I shall consolidate 3 inches that way.
Assuming that thing's not OPSEC, this objective's contested now, isn't it?
I would assume so, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Excellent.
Fair enough.
And thus concludes turn 2 for the 2.
No morale to be made.
Excellent.
Well, that went not quite as well as I needed it to go. I lost the objective on No Man's Land, so don't get that one. Hold the line, don't get it either, because I didn't kill off your Torox. And tempting target, no.
Fair. Rolling that for Tyranids, turn 3. Start of Tyranids, turn 3. I get 1 for my deployment zone, 1 for No Man's Land, so I get another 7. My cards are as they were at the end of my turn. I have Assassination, I have no prisoners, and I have Blood and Guts. All of which I'm not going to play a CP to get rid of, I'm going to keep. So I go back up to 4 CPs. I'm very careful with the amount of CP rerolls I do this turn.
because it's very, very important. So I am at 21 to Duncan's 15, going into my turn 3. We'll join you after my turn 3 movement. So in my turn 3 movement, we've moved my horror specs up till it's within an inch of, outside an inch of that hammerhead with the ion cannon. My other squad of warriors have moved up into the open to get onto that objective as well, to kind of consolidate on their brother. One Carnifex has moved up a little bit further, and the other Carnifex has moved up to join him to get onto that Riptide. And the Trigon has moved in to get a charge on that Riptide as well. So yeah, this is a pivotal turn. It could go either way, so we'll need to wait and see what happens. We'll be back for my shooting. So I'm going to start shooting off with my grasping tongue. It's going to grasp and tongue that hammerhead, hopefully. So 1 of 3 hits. It is strength 6, so it is on 5s, is it? Are they toughness 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, so on a 5. It does wound. It is -3.
Hammerheads have a 3 up save, so.
Minus on a 6 up.
6 up. Oh.
3 damage.
Okay.
As it rips a hole in you with its big tongue. Cool. Spitter from the Lone Warrior now. Hitting on 3s. Into the hammerhead. Wounding on 5s. For neither. So these warriors here are going to fire their 15 shots into the hammerheads, which they are in range of. So hitting on 3s with 15 shots. That's quite a few hits.
Number. Someone cocked.
Which one?
The one just on the back.
I don't think it is.
Okay, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. So these are on 5s. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4, 5.
No minus. Just a 3 up save.
4 all but 1.
Take another wound. Another wound is another wound. Cool. Righty-ho. I checked the range on these Death Spitter Tyranid warriors here. They are in range of that hammerhead as well, so we're just going to lay fire into it. Try and get some more off it. So on 3s, failing 2 of, which is nice. And then on 5s, for 3 of at -2.
3 of -2 takes it to a 5 up. Save penalty.
1 damage apiece.
Up to 7.
7 wounds taken. And how many wounds on the hammerhead?
14.
14. Cool. Alright. Excellente. We'll be back for the Carnifexes. My Carnifexes are not going to shoot at the Riptide. They're going to shoot at that hammerhead and try and finish him off. He's only got 4 wounds. All I need to do is get.
He's only got 4 wounds.
He's only. Oh no, he's not. He's got 7 wounds. He's only 7 wounds. 2 shots should still be enough to finish him off. If I get 2 wounds through, we'll see what happens. So fail 3. And these are wounded on 3s as well. Strength 9 for all of them.
So these are the hammerhead 6. Do I want to CP one of them? It's probably not worth it.
It's 4 damage apiece, so it would be a wasted. You've only got 7 wounds left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explosion check. He's fine.
Does not explode. But the hammerhead is dead.
Hammerhead.
Hammer dead. It's not the one. That's not one of the ones I would have wanted, but you know, happy enough to kill it. The Trigon is going to put his 8 shots into the Riptides on 3s. None of. 2 of. And then 1. -2.
4 up invuln. Fails, and I am CPing this one.
Really? It's only 1 wound.
Never mind.
Yeah, no CP on that.
I thought it was an anti-tank.
No, it's 1 wound. It's an anti-infantry weapon. Yeah, cool. So yeah, I believe that is it for my shooting phase. Start of the charge phase. We're going to make a lot of charges. We're going to have the Carnifexes and stuff jump in there, and the Trigon jump into the Riptide. The Horsepex will jump into that hammerhead. However, we're going to start with that warrior. That warrior is going to charge through that scenery.
And the point where it goes over, it's only about an inch, so it only needs about 9 inches to get in. Duncan's decided not to fire Overwatch in the chances that I fail it, and he can get the Overwatch on the horror specs instead. That's cocked. Needing a 6 on this if I want to go through. It's a 4. And the question is, do I CP that and risk not getting the horror specs in?
You've got 4 left, right?
I've got about 2 left.
Oh, okay, so you want to spend all your CP on one more chance to get a 9 up?
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna.
Okay.
But I am going to charge my further away Carnifex in first.
Proceed.
Needing about a 4. He gets it, so he is in. Just put him up on that wall there. Rar.
Only slightly off the battlefield.
Yeah, well, he's... The other Carnifex is in as well.
Do you really need to roll for that?
I didn't need to, but I should. The Trigon is in also. And I need a 5 on the horror specs. I get a 5 on the horror specs.
Sure, I'm watching this one now.
Yep, that's fair.
Good God, okay.
This is big money.
I'm in Cayenne now, so if I get a 6, it's 2 hits on the railgun.
Yeah,
Come on, useless.
that's not 6.
God, I want this, I'm CPing up.
Okay, you're also down to 2.
I want this desperately.
It's cold.
That's so annoying. Gun drones still get to go in.
Yeah, the gun drones do get to go in, yeah. You do get 2 6s there.
Yeah, so 4 hits.
4 hits. Wounded on 5s. 3 wounds. Not too shabby. I saved them all. He is in. So we need to move that out of the way. He's going to crumple through and go rar. Crumple. So, where do we start combat? I think we'll start with the horror specs and then carry on round from there. So the horror specs is 5 attacks in the big variant, hitting on 3s, failing 2 of. These are wounding on 3. Oh, actually wounded on 2s because it's toughness 7 and it's strength 14. So 2s for all of at -3.
6 ups.
None of. So these are D3 plus 3 for 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 9, 15.
Checking explosion.
Check the explosion. It doesn't explode. It is gone. He will consolidate 3 inches thus away. Not close enough to engage, but he is there. Starting over here, do you wish to interrupt?
No real point hitting on 5s, not happening.
Okie dokie. So we got 6 attacks coming in from the Carnifex. Hitting on 3s. Ugh. 3 of
Still have to kill him.
at 5s, because I'm assuming he's toughness 7 as well.
Yes.
For 2 of at -3.
That's 4. Cool. 2 wounds going in for the 4 up invuln. For 1 fail.
It's just 3 wounds.
Just 3.
The other Carnifex, same again. Hitting on 3s, failing 2 of, wounding on 5s again, for none. And then the big guy, the Trigon coming in now with its 12 attacks, hitting on 4s because he's in mid bracket, for quite a few misses. Duncan will be happy to hear. I believe it's on 4s because it's 7 to 7. For 2.
2. AP is more than 2.
I believe it is, yes. On your 4 up invul.
Say both.
Say both. There you go.
I couldn't have got that fucking Overwatch.
Who knows? You're just really, really unlucky.
I know.
So you've got your smacks back.
I have my smacks back. Okie dokie. Fighting against your Trigon, 5 attacks on 5s.
Okay.
Because you bracketed me for a second bracket. For 1 of.
1 of.
Strength, I believe, is 6.
Versus toughness 7.
So 1 5s.
Yeah.
Yes. Nope.
Nope. Cool. That combat could have gone worse. That combat could have gone...
Really? It could have gone worse.
Could have gone worse. It went pretty well, to be fair. Yeah, so we'll check my cards in a minute. So the cards at the end of my turn, I get Blood and Guts, because I killed something else in combat. I'm up to my no prisoner count now, because I'm up to 15 models. Yeah, so I'm not going to do Assassination, I don't think. I think my Horror Spec's the closest one's going to die. So I'm going to bin Assassination and hope that if I get next turn, I will get a better card draw. So that is me up to 31 points to Duncan's 15?
15 years.
Yep. We'll see how his cards lie at the start of his turn. So at the start of Tau turn 3, the Tau get 7 victory points again because they have 1 in their own deployment zone and 1 in no man's land. Going on to the cards.
Gonna spend my new CP to get rid of tempting target from last turn. See if I can get something more worthwhile.
Fair enough.
For that's not worth it.
Fair. To be fair, I don't think we reviewed your cards for discard. I think you would have discarded that at the end of your turn. So take another draw.
Fair enough.
Defense Stronghold. That's the one in your actual deployment zone. You can do that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't think I'll be able to shift that at the end by the end of my next turn anyway. So yeah. So we'll be back after the Tau turn 3 movement.
Command phase wise, don't gain a CP because I spent it on my cards, but I am going to put my Warlord trait onto the stealth suits, see if I can get them some more reliable shooting.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all I can do, really. So, movement next.
Back alpha movement.
So for movement phase, my commander did a what's called pro gamer move and hopped back into the deployment zone behind the warriors. Not going to deploy my Teleport Homer yet. I'm going to see if I can snipe those warriors on the point first. Other than movement, stealth suits just shifted out, forming a wall of vague usefulness. And no falling back over here.
The Riptide stayed in combat. So we shall start the shooting phase in a moment.
Starting off with the commander into the warriors with the 3 fusion blasters going in. I've started Kai on, so anything that's closest to me is going to be exploding on 6s. So 3 fusion blasters on 2s. Wow, for 5 hits.
Yep. Those warriors are in danger.
On 4s, because they can't go any lower.
Yeah.
4 of. Minus 4.
I have no save at that.
Great. So, first one.
Takes a wind.
Dumbs it. Come on.
Kills one.
Come on! Yes!
Kills one. You wipe them. They are gone.
I could say everything else was going in there, so the rest of the shots are lost.
Yep. Worth it.
Worth it. Now for the main event. Pop in the railgun and all of its various nusses into the higher specs.
The real rifle is the big story here. This is the one that matters.
Please, you useless thing.
Hits.
No exploding though.
Winding on a 4.
4.
It wins. No save. Is it 10, 11 or 12 damage? It's 11 damage.
11 damage.
So the Horror Specs is alive on 2. But you get the Pulse Carbines now.
Burst cannons first. Oh no, Pulse Carbines there.
Pulse Carbines from that first.
Keep feeling it has that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Looking for 5s. For 4 off.
5 because of the exploding 6. Because it was the closest enemy unit.
Yes. 4 no.
Cool. Now the burst cannons.
Burst cannons.
Your stealth suits.
Yep, just going to grab some more dice.
Cool.
Based on the number of shots on 4s, auto wounding and exploding on 6s.
Yeah.
Please.
3 auto wounds and 3 extra hits as well.
Yep. So
3 of those misses join the hit pile.
Yep. I'll just keep these ones on.
Okay.
Add 3 to the total.
Yep.
5s. for 5 in total.
5 in total. Excellent.
No AP.
No AP. 3 up save. This is a biggie. I fail 2. I do have 2 CP left. Good CP to keep it alive on 1. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to try. It's cocked. Can I get a dice on it? I don't know. I can.
Okay.
It is safe.
No worries.
Live on 1 wounds.
That's what these guns are for.
Indeed.
Thing needs to die, I want revenge, so all of my strike squad that are in the pillbox are going to plug the ever-loving hell out of it. Or force. What's on top? Right. It's 3 auto, 3 exploding.
Yeah, 3 exploding.
And 3 hits. God. Just take 3 of them.
Yeah.
Wasn't a terribly good round of firing, boys.
On thieves.
Yes, on thieves.
2 at -1, is it?
Yep.
2 at -1. Yep, so I've got 2 at -1, which puts up to 3 up save, which means I didn't have to spend that CP last time because it did actually save, but it's besides the point. Yeah, so here we go. I fail, and it is dead. Does it death throw? It does not death throw, so no. No death throwing. It is just dead.
So, addition to command phase, I think I forgot to mention earlier, I am going to overcharge his Nova Reactor. So, on 2d6, if I get higher than 7, it burns out and I can't use it again. Okay, yeah. Just higher? If the result is greater, it burns out, so it doesn't burn out. I can use it next turn if it survives.
Excellent.
Now that I'm shooting with my Riptide, I get to choose whether I want to give it a Nova Shield or a Nova Charge for a 5 up Wound Shrug or 2 extra shots on its Ion Accelerator respectively. I'm not entirely sure which. I'm probably just going to go for the extra firepower.
Seems fair.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
So, chuck in the Plasma Rifles into... Probably going to chuck them into one of the Carnifexes. Leave the Ion Accelerator for the main fella.
Okie doke.
Yeah. Popping it on this one.
Okay, so hitting on 5s, say?
Hitting on 5s because... Nope, 6s because of the
-6s, yeah, because...
-1 to hit and the bracket. Neither of.
Okie doke.
Ion Accelerator is 8 shots.
This is risky businesses. Are you overcharging?
7 wounds remaining. I have 2 wounds to spare left. How many wounds have I got left? 7?
7.
7.
It's taken 7 or 5.
5. I'm going to go with standard.
Okay.
Ooh.
3 hits.
3 hits, no exploding because it's an engagement range. Strength 7 on 7. On 7, so 4s. Oh, wow. AP's -3.
Okay, so 6 up save. I don't save.
3 damage.
3 damage. Cool. Yeah, there's 2 remaining.
I believe that's the end of my shooting.
That is the end of your shooting.
Yep.
Now to combat.
No charges to be made, so straight to combat, protracted combat, pick one, go.
I'm going to go with one of the Carnifexes because it's a little bit more effective. So 5 attacks because there's no bonus for the charging. So we're going to punchy on 3s. Failing 1. And then on 5s, strength 6. For 1 of. -3.
4 up invuln.
Save it.
Now I'm punching back.
You are indeed punching back.
5 attacks on 5s.
Yeah.
Into your Trigon. For 2 off.
Excellent.
Strength 7 on 4s. Neither.
Ah, sad times.
Do I want to CP that one?
Is it, how much damage does it do?
2.
May as well try it.
Yeah.
Last 2 CP.
Last 2 CP, looking for a 4. Got it.
Get it.
-2.
5 up save. I don't save. It is toast.
Death throws.
Death throws on 6. No. So Trigon is dead. The Carnifex smacking in. Same thing.
5 on 3s, failing 1, and then on 5s for 2 at -3.
4 up invuln. Save neither.
3 apiece.
3 apiece. He was on 7, so 6 takes him up to 13. He's got 1 wound remaining.
Excellent. And thus ends Tau turn 3.
Yeah, no morale, so time to look at cards. Cards wise, I don't score any of them just now, but I'm in a pretty good spot to score them next turn, so I think I'm going to keep them all.
Yeah, you'll definitely get that next turn.
I'll try and get that one.
You should very much get that one. You will get that one, and you'll also consolidate onto my objective. So, yeah, we'll see what happens in my turn 4. Well, I have a full new reveal of cards, so I've got Hold the Line. No, that's not happening. Grind them down. It's going to be tough. And Capture Enemy Outpost. Yeah. The cards have not been favourable for me in this run. So
Worth it, Jenny?
I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I can't do a reroll anyway, so I may as well try. I'm going to pink Hold the Line because I'm not getting the commander out of my command zone anytime soon. And I hope that it's a favourable card. Storm. No. Okay. I'm not doing any of my cards. We'll see how my turn goes.
You only score is it 3 or 4 for because you don't hold your home objective anymore?
No, I don't hold my home objective, so I only score 4.
Okay.
So it puts me up to 35. I don't think I'm going to get any of these cards. So we'll see how my shooting goes. And we'll see what happens. At the end of my movement, things are looking kind of bleak. I've got 1 warrior in a squad, 3 warriors in a squad, and 2 carnifexes left. Up against the hammerhead, stealth suits, the commander. Yeah, it's not looking good. I can kill that Riptide. I can take some shots off of his commander. Very much doesn't look like I can actually win this one with the points sitting that they are. Duncan's only 5 behind me or so, maybe 6 or 7 behind me. He's got enough on the table just now that he's going to be able to get it. I will try and kill the Carnifex.
You want to kill it? Oh,
No, we'll
please
try.
go ahead.
No, to the Riptide. I will
No,
try. And,
please go ahead.
I will try and kill the Riptides. I'll also try and take some shots off his commander. But I don't think we're going to get to a Tau turn 4 because I don't think it'll be necessary. Yeah, so we'll see you for the shooting. The shooting phase. My first Carnifex is going to try and kill off the dudes, the Riptide. So hitting on 4s for 2. Wounding on 3s for 1. -3.
4 up invuln. No CP to reroll. He dies.
He is toast. Does he explode?
Yes.
He does. How much exploding does he do?
Let's find out. He does. Where is it? Riptide. Here it is. On a 6 inches D3.
D3. So just D3.
So first one, that one.
Takes a wound.
Takes a wound. Second one, this one. Takes a wound.
Excellent. That worked out. Somebody's tried. Frees up the other Carnifex to take a pot shot at the hammerheads. So 3 shots hitting on 4s for 2 again. And wounding on 3s for 1 at -3.
1 at -3 into the hammerhead. On 6s. Nope.
4 damage. My warriors now are going to fire their shots into the commander. This needs to be really, really, really good and really, really lucky, or this game is not going to go my way. I still don't think it's going to go my way, but I'm willing to give it a shot. So these will be on 3s. That's not a good start. And these will be wounding on strength 6.
Just checking. We are toughness.
What's toughness?
5.
Right, so these are 5s. These are 4s, so these are devourers. So it will be on 5s. For 3 of.
3 of.
No minus.
No minus. 3 up. Save 1. Save 2 even.
So 3.
3 save.
3. Right, 1 goes through.
Sure, I'll allocate that onto the drone.
Cool. 1 damage to the drone.
My other Death Spitter, one that's left, he will fire 3 shots into the commander. Hits twice. Wounds twice.
AP this
-2.
-2. Sure. So 4 up inbounds.
Yep.
Save both.
Excellent. That concludes my shooting. I don't know. I think we go to turn 4.
You can make that charge if you want to try it.
No, I'm not going to charge him into a single unit. No, that's silly.
Fair enough.
I don't think he'll.
Never mind, you can't take him in.
I don't think he'd make it. I don't think he'd be. No, I don't think so. Anyway, no. I'm going to go to turn 4 with a Tau.
Can you check your cards?
Check my cards in a minute. So my cards, I get 1 on Grind It Down. I'm going to ditch these 2 because I don't see me doing it. So I'm going to ditch the 2 and hopefully my turn 5 cards, if we get there, are better. We'll see you for Duncan's turn in a minute. Quick tally up on units and stuff like that for me. I'm on 35. Duncan scores 3 and 4 because he still doesn't have my objective yet. That will happen probably in his turn 5 if we get there. So his cards are still as they are. He scores Defense Strongholds because he did get that. That will put him up to 38, which makes him 3 ahead of me. And he reveals Overwhelm with Firepower. So you have to kill 2 units in Overwhelm with Firepower, which is not impossible for you to do. You've got 1 lone warrior there, and those warriors there, you should be able to take them out this turn.
Pretty easily.
You probably will secure No Man's Land if you do that well enough. Yeah. Looks to be your game, but we'll play it out this turn anyway. Recap Tau turn 4. Tau turn 4 went pretty swimmingly for Duncan.
Not quite as swimmingly as I wanted it to, but swimmingly
No.
nonetheless.
He got rid of that lone warrior with some pulse carbine fire from the Hammerhead. The Hammerhead did fail to hit a Carnifex with its railgun, even with its reroll. The stealth suits and the fire warriors managed to kill the 2 warriors from that squad, leaving them with 1. His commander sat still on my objective, and he has performed the homing beacon, the deploy teleport homer. So he's gotten 5 for that. We'll see what happens in my turn 5. I don't think I'll be able to do enough to stop him, but we'll see what happens when we look at the cards. So Duncan does deploy teleport homer, so he scores that.
Don't score it yet, it's the next command phase.
Next command phase, okay.
It's currently ongoing,
You've
overwhelming
got
firepower.
1 on that.
Got 1 on that.
Cool.
And I secure No Man's Land because I control that one with the nice little advance.
Cool. What does that put you up to?
That puts me up to
43?
Something like that, yeah.
43. Going into my turn, I get the full 7 because I do have OBSEC on that unit over there, and my Carnifexes are holding 1 in No Man's Land, so I do get the full 7. That takes me up to 42. So Duncan's still ahead. So I see what my cards are. If my cards aren't favourable, I'm going to concede because there's not much I can do. Battlefield Supremacy I cannot actually do. Secure No Man's Land, I can't do that either. And extend battle lines, no, I cannot do that either. Well, I mean, I technically do that at the end of my turn, but going into Duncan's turn, he will go above me again, and I'm quite happy to concede at that.
Sure.
Yep.
Fair enough.
You'll beat me on points, but it was a good battle.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll see you for the wrap-up.
That seemed mean.
Yeah, it's Tau, dude. Like they're Tau. They do Tau things. Yeah, it was a long battle report. Yeah, it was good. It was very back and forwards. It was close. It was close.
Very close.
Went bad, really bad at the end. Like Duncan got a lot of points.
It went very bad for me at the beginning, and then very bad for you at the end.
Yeah, it was a nice little kind of like back and forth game. It was very competitive. I think for once most of the like rules we got bang on. I think
Surprisingly,
you know. There wasn't much Synaptic Imperatives because there wasn't many Synapse units really that were effective in that aspect, but we did use it a couple of times. It didn't do anything.
I had a gun.
You had lots of big guns, and lots of big guns did what they were supposed to do, which was kill things.
And miss.
They missed. Your Hammerheads missed a sufficient amount, but Duncan learned a very key lesson of how important Pathfinders actually are. Putting Pathfinders that far forward and getting them munch turn 1 wasn't great. It did hinder you all, but it's still, in the end, it proves that Tower are actually still quite effective even if they don't use the marker lights. They still nailed everything to a wall, and I just ran out of units. I ran out of things to do with. I couldn't control my battlefield control, just went out the window, and I completely lost all like board control.
To be fair, I almost lost all my stuff as well.
You did almost lose all your stuff, but you kept enough to do stuff with. And your commander being able to bamf across the field and like hold stuff, give you a little bit more play. But it was a fair fight, and we gave it our best shot.
Absolutely.
You know, and it was brilliant. It was good fun. Do you enjoy using the tow?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to play them again, because that just felt mean that I made such a big blunder early on and still win. It feels naughty.
I think it's gunline versus combat. And gunline versus combat, if you are lucky enough to keep me away from you,
which I wasn't even on this.
You weren't, but you had enough stuff in the way to stop me from killing everything.
Mm-hmm.
You held out long enough, which is all a gunline needs to do. And Tau, I remember playing Tau in 7th and 8th. They're a lot better now than they were. And they're a lot more resilient and there are a lot more tricks to them than there were. People always go worried because they lost their marker light abilities and stuff like that, but I still think they're super cool.
They don't need them.
They don't need them. And we proved that there. They didn't have any +1s to hit in that game at all because the Pathfinders died before they had a shot.
Mm-hmm.
They still did okay. They did better than okay. And towards the end there, if you were going to like do the VPs, I think Duncan ended up on something like 60 odds to my like 43.
Yeah, give or take.
You know, it was still a very high amount. It was close, but it was about to be unclose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did enough in my turn 5, and I didn't do it. I couldn't get more points.
Yeah.
But good game.
Absolutely.
Well done. And you'll use the tow again. You will. You will. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Check out the links down below again, and yeah, happy wargaming, and we'll see you soon.
Absolutely.
War Drum Bat Rips, the sounds of war.